Hey everybody, this is Johnny over at BFit Tyler, and I just want to discuss a little bit about nutrition today. As you all know, I used to do meal plans and they didn't work. The reasons are people didn't follow them. They were confused about what to do, this food, that food. So what I have switched over to focus on more is focus on changing your habits, because no meal plan, no diet, nothing's gonna work until you're ready to change what you're currently doing. And what I mean by that is most people unfortunately eat out quite a bit. And the foods that they choose are unfortunately healthy foods because that's what we're surrounded by. And today I want to kind of focus on what you should be doing right now to focus on changing your habits rather than just trying to find this magic meal plan or this magic diet that's only going to lead to temporary results, if you even follow it. Again, most people don't follow it. Everybody came, Johnny, I need another meal plan. Well, you're not getting results on the one I gave you, meaning you're not following it. So what I want to touch on today is kind of discuss some basics on what you need to do now to focus on changing your habits in order to get the results that you want. Because this is about longevity, not about short-term results, okay? We all look for short-term results because we want to lose weight for the summer. I got a wedding I got to go to. My birthday's in a few weeks and I need to lose 10 pounds. Imagine if you were already there and didn't have to worry about the magic diet to get you there all of a sudden. So imagine living a life of consistency, of maintaining your weight where you're happy and you're healthy all the time. So again, to discuss what you need to do now, I want to focus on, let's say I'm going to kind of write down what someone's let's say I get a new client come to me and we're discussing their nutrition, and then I'm going to kind of, again, role play here as if I'm talking to somebody, but I'm going to teach them how to focus on changing habits over trying to give them a meal plan. So let's say I have a client that comes to meet with me and they're only eating, twice a day. All right, so most people, they skip breakfast. Most people come in, Johnny, I skip breakfast. I don't have time. I wake up late. I just don't get breakfast in. So then we get to meal number 2, which is lunch, which is eating out. All right, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. And now let's talk about number 3, dinner. And again, in most cases, this individual is eating out. So, my first question is, of course, why do you skip breakfast? Okay, well, Johnny, I'm in a hurry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to suggest what you need to do. So in this case, I would suggest a meal replacement shake because they're easy, they're quick, and they're on the go. Put it in your shaker, take it, and go. All right? Now, they're not having a snack, so I'm not going to be too concerned with what you're doing in between right now. My concern is what you're doing when you are eating. So the next thing I'm going to question is, okay, what are we doing for lunch? All right, well, Johnny, I'm going to Chick-fil-A. I'm getting nuggets, fries, and a Coke. Okay, what can we do to change that one small meal? In this case, I would say continue with the nuggets, because again, this is about changing habits. Instead of fries, get you some fruit, all right? Instead of that Coke, get a diet drink or some kind of lower sweetened or unsweet tea, all right? Now we get into dinner, again, which is eating out. I'm going to suggest the same thing as what we're doing at lunch. Again, this is a step-by-step process. Most of these things aren't going to happen all in the same day, meaning you're not going to go after you leave here today and all of a sudden start taking in a meal replacement shake, all of a sudden switching out your fries for fruit and your drink for an unsweet drink, and you're not going to just switch out your bad habits at dinner. The goal is to take one step at a time. So, for instance, we're going to set a goal for your first week, or for your first 2 weeks. Make it simple. Focus on getting in, your meal replacement shake since you're not getting anything. Continue what you're doing, making small changes. Again, these are your goals you're trying to accomplish. How bad you want them is going to be determined by how fast you start to change your habits, all right? So the goal for the first 2 weeks, Miss Jones, your goal is to get your meal replacement shake in for the next 2 weeks. And and I'll make some suggestions on the lunch and dinner. All right, so I'm not just going to say, well, you need to stop eating that right now or you're not going to get results. Of course, you know that's not going to happen, and I know that that's not going to happen. So what I want you to focus on, again, getting a meal replacement shake or some type of small little breakfast. Could be some Greek yogurt, with some granola. Again, it just, everybody's different. And then here, again, slowly start switching out your lunch habits to where you're integrating more lean protein with, more fruits and veggies and less sugar. And the same thing with dinner, depending on what they're doing. Again, focusing on more lean protein, more fruits and veggies, and obviously less sugary foods. But again, what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is that this is a process of changing habits, being consistent with changing those habits, and being consistent with physical activity, okay? Because physical activity is what's gonna help you burn more calories, along with the slow changes in your meal plan so that it leads to, slower weight loss, all right? You may 1 to 2 pounds a week is more than enough. We're stressing out, well, Johnny, I only lost 5 pounds this month. What you need to realize is 5 pounds of fat is equivalent to over 15,000 calories extra that you have burned. That's a lot of freaking calories. So don't be so hard on yourself when it comes to losing weight. If you lost 1 to 2 pounds a week, that's a huge accomplishment. Because guess what? Over the course of 52 weeks, depending on how much weight you need to lose, that's going to equivalent quite a bit. Okay, so if you're a person that needs to lose 50 pounds at 1 pound a week, that's going to be done in a year. All right, because it's all about consistency and changing habits. So that's kind of what I want to discuss with you guys today, is focus on what you're doing now and how you can change what you're doing now in small bits, okay? So if you're skipping breakfast, what can you do different at breakfast to integrate some better nutrition habits? What can you do at lunch? What can you do at dinner? Because it's not about a diet or a meal plan anymore. It's about changing habits due to the lack of education that people are getting, all right? Because we're constantly seeing these news articles, these magazine articles, these Facebook posts, about how these people lost all this weight on this crazy diet, and you're like, yes, there's my solution. I'm going to tell you no, because that's not a solution to your long-term health and fitness. So if you guys have any questions, as you know, I put together an 8-week fat loss group in which I'm going to be coaching online for 8 weeks. That's going to teach you some basic things in order to change your habits to achieve your long-term results. So I'm going to put that link right below. But understand this is about changing your habits, guys. So if you're ready to change your habits, if you're ready to understand nutrition better based on you and your needs, sign up for my 8-week program, and I guarantee you, you're going to learn a lot more in 8 weeks from me than you are online trying to figure it out yourself. All right, so I'll talk to you guys soon, and if you need anything else, have any more questions, give me a shout.